kugira ngaho kavuga urangije kuvuga
Distinguished traders, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome you to the online training course on principles and applications of integrated pest and disease management for African countries, organized by the Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South Technical Cooperation, NAM-Center, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, in cooperation with the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia. My name is Niken Supraba. I will take you through the explanation program and the socialization of the use of the learning system, and then at the inauguration ceremony and MC from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will lead the program. Distinguished participants, as you may have received it in your emails, the participants should create their account on LMS and complete numerous steps, including pre-test, downloading materials, and viewing films. We saw some participants making an LMS account. We will give you with a special session to help those who have not yet made one or having problem with the LMS. As you will see, numerous members of the LMS management team will introduce you and guide you. Distinguished LMS team, you might introduce yourself and start explaining how the LMS works. Thank you.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? I hope you fine and happy always. Okay, welcome to online training course on principles and application of integrated pest and disease management for African countries. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nining Haryani. I'm committed for this training. And besides me, it's Mrs. Juri Fardiana. She will explain about the guideline of this training and how to access our learning management system or LMS. Please, Mrs. Juni, time is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, all participants, I would like to explain program clarification online training course on principle and application of integrated pest and disease management for African countries. Program information. This program aims to provide participants to learn an application integrated pest and disease management in African countries. Participants are 69% from African countries: Burundi, Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, South Africa, Tanzania, and Zanzibar, Zambia. The online training course will be conducted on August 25 until 27, 2021 by a learning method. The training method uses the andragogy approach and virtual online by learning management system or LMS through the website n.learning.bppketindan.com. Registration. Before using the Indonesian Center of Agricultural Training or ICAT Ketindan learning portal, the following steps are required to perform. First, access link n.learning.bppketindan.com and log in with your username and password account. Second, if you have not registered on ICAT Ketindan learning portal, you have to register a new account by click on New Account button.
Third, after you fill in the data on the registration form, the e-learning portal will send a confirmation mail to your email. Fourth, check your inbox or spam folder in your email, then click the confirmation link in the ICAT Ketindan e-learning portal mail to activate your account. Fifth, please write down this password, APDM 2021 in enrollment key column and click down Enroll Me button. Step to follow this training. First day, all participants have to answer tests and the link will be open on August 25, 2021 at 6:40 p.m. until 9 a.m. next day. Don't forget, you have to click submit all and finish after do it. If not, your answer on your data will not record it. On the second day, will be continued with the presentation of material about ecologically best integrated pest and integrated pest management control. This material can be accessed on the first day at 5 p.m. and this is same for the third day. Ladies and gentlemen, to evaluate the output and the training in the last day of the training, you must answer the post test with the link on LMS, and the link will be open on August 27 at 6:30 until 7:30 p.m. To all participants, don't forget to fill out the evaluation of the training implementation through LMS. For more detailed participation, can see the training schedule on LMS. That's the explanation about program clarification. Thank you for your attention. And now please see the video tutorial how to use LMS.
This video will guide you how to access this course by a learning management system or Moodle. Let's start to operate. First, type the link address in your browser, that is an e-learning ppketindan.com. Then, input your username and password you have created earlier and click Login. If you haven't made an account yet, then you have to register by clicking New Account. In registering, there are some information you need to input, such as username and password. When you are done, please click My New Account. After you register, you will receive confirmation email from e-learning BPPP Ketindan portal. Please check the confirmation email in the box folder, or if not found, then try to check the spam folder in your email. And here you should confirm by typing this address and follow next step to confirm your e-learning account. You can search for the course by clicking on the site home menu, then search for the title of the training. After that, click on the Search button to enter the enrollment key that's been distributed by the official. After you have entered the course, you will have access to different activities and resources. On general, there is an overview on the integrated pest management. Next content is pretest. Before assess the subject matter, you must take pretest first. Just click the link, click Atom Quiz now, then you will see the questions you have to answer. On the right side is quiz navigation. It will show the questions number and mark either the answer or unanswered questions. Answer all the questions, then click Submit All and Finish. Now you can assess the subject matter. As you can see, there are 3 subjects here. Based on schedule, the first subject to be learned is ecologically based integrated pest management. There are 2 contents here. Let's take a look at Model 1. You just have to simply click on the post and that will open up some. To do live streaming class, here will be open the fixed schedule. So if you want to join live streaming class, just click this. It navigates you to Zoom meeting. Then finally, type your registered email. And ta-da! You can join webinar portal. After you did post activities, please click Evaluation. In this evaluation, you will find some activities you should do. Just click All, then Submit. I hope this video is helpful and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much and bye-bye.
Okay. Rules of live streaming class. Participants are required to attend all sessions and stay for the entire program. Participants should also be punctual and join Zoom meeting at least 10 minutes before the start of all official and scheduled events. Opening, closing ceremony, lecture, photo session. Participants should wear formal clothes. Okay, thank you for attention.
Okay, thank you very much to Mrs. Juni for your explanation. So for all participants, if you have any question, you can ask to me or to Mrs. Juni, and we will answer. And you can write in the chat room. Yeah, your question. You can write your question in the chat room, and we will answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Haryani and Mrs. Juni, for providing extremely detailed information on how to use the LMS. And I'm convinced that there is more clarity in participants regarding the LMS regulations. So as what Mrs. Haryani said, for participants, you are encouraged to keep the Zoom window while start working with the LMS. And also, please feel free to chat us right now if you have questions. We still have time until 5:45 p.m. Jakarta time zone, so it's a very long time actually. So please, you may try accessing the LMS right now as per the directions that was provided by the LMS team. Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Juni, I think there is one participant who, I don't know. I think his name is not among one of our registered list. So we are going to. Do you think that people who have not been registered through a data that we submitted earlier on 19th of August 2021 could still register on the LMS?
Berapa orang?
Oh, okay.
Mrs. Niken?
Yes.
Please wait for a moment. We will check the data.
Oh yes, I just the one that the participant already told me already gave me his email address. Actually, he has been registered under the name of Mr. Solomon Sharo from Ethiopia. So Mr. Solomon, do you experience any difficulties while using the LMS? Are you trying to register?
Oke. Yang sudah ketemu satu orang ya? Ya itu cek sini.
No,
Okay, you successfully register on the LMS website.
no,
No?
no.
Okay, can you describe us the issue that you are dealing with?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Solomon. Yes, we can hear you pretty well. Are you successful?
Just
Yes.
is it? How about it? Okay, I'm Solomon.
Yes.
If you're listening,
Yes. Are you
it's not
successful
voice.
registering on the learning management system on the
Please
e-learning?
help me for that voice communication. Hello.
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 Do you hear my voice, Mr. Solomon? Do you hear my voice?
Okay. Mr. Solomon is still not registered. Still not registered in LMS.
Okay. Oh, yes. Well, I think since there is a audio problem from his end, maybe we can respond it through chat to him so that our message could go through, right?
69 participants, still 27 registered in our LMS.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Haryani. Or maybe I can share screen the LMS website. The LMS website, I'm sorry, the LMS link. Just in case, so that participants did not have to memorize it. Let me share screen the website. Okay, so participants, this is the website for the e-learning. We encourage you to do a registration right now by creating a new account and completing all of the sequence as what Mrs. Judy and Mrs. Haryani have explained to you earlier. And also, yes, okay. Thank you very much for the confirmation. Okay, maybe one more thing for participants. Do you have any further questions regarding the LMS? Because we are going to continue to a break until 6 p.m. Jakarta time zone. So it's about more than 1 hour. And of course, it should give you a time to complete, like downloading the modules, completing the pre-test and everything before you are joining back on the Zoom meeting. Okay, from one participant from Madagascar saying that he cannot access the material.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Solomon. Do you have something to say to us? Okay, I'm not sure for Mr. or Mrs. Hangi from Madagascar. What is Mr. or Mrs. Hangi from Madagascar? What is the what kind of issue are you dealing with? Are you unable to download the PDF or the materials? Anyway, Mrs. Junior, maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you pretty well. Please.
Okay. I access the web, but there is nothing. I don't see the course. Where should I click? I don't know.
Oh yes, there is a special link that you need to click. I'm sorry, Mrs. Juni. I believe that based on the information, there is a special link that the participant have to click in order to join the course, right? Right, Mrs.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. We will share it on the chat section.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you have any question, you can write your question in the chat room and we will try to answer your question.
Okay, so participants, we already shared the link that should direct you to the course, and of course you need to enter some kind of password and then click enroll me. That way you will be able to join the asynchronous part of this training, and therefore will be able to access the materials, modules, and the pretest. And also because Dewi Melania already providing us a list of participants who already registered. So maybe you can check whether your name is already on the list, and this information should indicate whether your registration has been successful. Okay, for participants, is there any? Okay. Yes, yeah. Thank you very much, LMS team. Okay, participants, so these are the list of those who have been successfully registered on the system of the LMS. You may check whether your name is already on the list. If not, please try to create new account and click the link that should direct you to the course and enter the password and tap the enroll me button. Therefore, your name will be enlisted on the list of the participants. And if you experience difficulties, of course, you are free to ask Mrs. Juni and Mrs. Haryani any questions. Or maybe Mrs. Juni and Mrs. Haryani, do you have something else to explain to the participants regarding the LMS, please?
From us, and we will accept your question. If you have any question, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, so that since there are no further queries from participants, I suppose that everyone knows how to use the LMS. So yeah, maybe okay, for Mrs. Juni and Mrs. Haryani, maybe we can conclude this session. Okay. Yes. Do you have something else to say, Mrs. Haryani?
Okay. I hope the participant who still not registered, you can open the link to register in the LMS. Still 16% from 69%. So I hope, and we wait you can register to our LMS. Okay, and enjoy in this training. If you have any problem or question, you can ask to the participants, to the committee.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Haryani. I'm sorry, there is one more question from the participant. One participant said that he is unable to download a module. I'm guessing that it's because participants need to complete the pretest before downloading a module. Is that correct, Mrs. Haryani?
Yes, it's right. They have to answer the pretest. Can I borrow your paper? This one. Okay. They should have to answer the pretest, and the link will be open on 25 August 2021 and open at 6:40 p.m. until 9 a.m. for next day. For example, if the participant open this night at 7 p.m., so the link will be closed tomorrow at 9 a.m. like that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Haryani.
Yes.
So
Okay.
participants, the deadline to finish the pretest is tomorrow.
Yes.
It's on 26th of August 2021 at 9 a.m. Jakarta time zone.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. So, well, approximately maybe 9 a.m. is about tonight your time zone. So we do hope that you could finish the pretest at the latest, maybe at the evening before you are going to bed. Thank you very much, participants. So anyway, thank you very much, Mrs. Juni and Mrs. Haryani, for the introduction and the clarification on the use of the LMS, including the program clarification. And we will continue to the next agenda. And of course, you may leave the Zoom meeting. So distinguished participants, right now we will have a break. I encourage you to stay at the Zoom meeting. Or maybe, of course, you can leave the Zoom meeting, but we still expect you to come back around 1 hour and 30 minutes, because we will continue the event. And within that time frame, we hope that you could finish all of your activities on the learning management system. After the break, we will listen to the comments and remarks made by the organizers and hear presentations from the Ministry of Agriculture officials. See you at 6 p.m. Jakarta time zone in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Thank you very much.
Hello? We are having business training on To Use Java portal. Hello? 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 No. No.
Hello, Mr. Solomon from Ethiopia. Are you talking with us?
No.
Are you talking with us, Mr. Solomon?
No. Hello. Yes, yes.
Okay, what can we do for you? Do you hear my voice clearly? This is Nikan from NAM Center speaking.
No. Anyone? Please help me. The voice is talking, I think so.
Yes, we can hear your voice clearly, but somehow I think our voice does not clear on your end. I'm not sure, Mr. Solomon, maybe have you tried to use another audio device? For example, maybe you can use the speaker from your laptop or your device. Maybe the problem is coming from your earphone. For other participants who can hear me pretty well, you don't need to adjust your audio device. Mr. Solomon? For Mr. John Paul from Rwanda, do you have another question regarding the usage of the LMS? Please, you may be free to unmute your microphone or maybe drop your question on the chat section.
Hello, anyone? Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, our program will start shortly. I kindly request you to mute your microphone. Thank you for your kind attention.
Ahora la tecnología, ahora chapio.
Your Excellency, Acting Director for Non-Aligned Movement Center for the South-South Technical Cooperation, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro. Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Ms. Maria Renata Hutagalung. Director for Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Dr. Lely Nuryati. Head of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ketindan, Mr. Sumardi Nur. Representative of International Cooperation Bureau, Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good afternoon to our distinguished guests from Indonesia and our participants from Africa. Welcome to the online training course on principles and applications of integrated pest and diseases management for African countries, hosted by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia in cooperation with Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia and Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South Technical Cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to the opening ceremony, allow me to inform you the sequence of our program. Our event today will be started with remarks by Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Madam Maria Renata Hutagalung. Proceed to opening speech by Acting Director for NAM CSSTC, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro. Next, presentation from Director for Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Dr. Lely Nuryati, and followed by presentation from Head of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ketindan, Mr. Sumardi Nur, concluded by virtual photo ops with all the participants. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we shall invite Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia to deliver her remarks. Madam Director, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Intan. Excellency Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, Acting Director of Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South and Technical Cooperation. Honorable Dr. Lely Nuryati, Director of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ministry of Agriculture, Republic of Indonesia. Honorable Sumardi Nur, Head of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ministry of Agriculture, Republic of Indonesia. Representatives from the Bureau of International Cooperation of the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia. Distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening from Indonesia, as well as good afternoon to all participants in Africa. It is a pleasure for me to welcome all the participants and experts from the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia on the opening session of this online training course. At the outset, I would like to express my appreciation to NAM Center for the cooperation, initiative, and hard work to organize this training. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the government of Indonesia has long engaged in South-South cooperation. Our record shows that one of the very technical cooperations that was carried out was a program in the field of shipping. Through programs in operating ferries in the early 80s, followed by programs in the agricultural sector in mid-80s, Indonesia has continued to promote capacity building programs in agriculture. We also had an apprenticeship project on rice culture and transfer technology on rice cultivation in Gambia and Tanzania in 1985, followed by the establishment of agricultural training centers in both countries. The spirit of sharing knowledge and sharing best practices have manifested in these programs. Furthermore, these programs show that the spirit of solidarity is to assist one another, and it has grown over the years. Ever since, Indonesia's capacity in sharing knowledge with developing countries has continued to strengthen until today, with the increased number as well as the variety of programs that are shared with our friends. Aligned with this, there are several principles that Indonesia applies in implementing our development cooperation policy. And of course, namely, it is inclusive and mutual benefit as well as demand-driven. Ladies and gentlemen, the spirit of solidarity in our very first South-South cooperation still remains the same. It is the same spirit, despite the current challenging situation that we have now, that Indonesia still carries the strong commitment to have South-South cooperation implemented. This training, which is organized by NAM-CSSTC, is one of those examples. In fact, Indonesia is of the view that even at this time of the pandemic and in the future to come, cooperation becomes ever more important. Collaboration between states, international organizations, as well as development partners and other related stakeholders is a must. In this atmosphere, I hope triangular cooperation with NAM-CSSTC will continue in the future. To conclude, to all participants, I hope that this training will perform a valuable function to learn best practices as well as to share experiences. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Director. And now we have the honor to invite Acting Director for NAM-CSSTC, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, to deliver his opening speech. Ambassador, you may have the floor.
Thank you, Intan. Good evening in Indonesia. Good afternoon, our colleague in African continent. The Honorable Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mrs. Maria Renata Tagalong, the Honorable Head of Agriculture Training Center of Indonesia, Dr. Lely Nuryati, Honorable Head of the Indonesian Center for Agriculture Training of Ketindan, Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Sumardi Nur, distinguished trainees, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to start the opening ceremony of the training organized by the Non-Aligned Movement Center for Socio-Technical Cooperation, NAM Center, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, in cooperation with the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia. I would like to offer our trainers a heartfelt thank you for their unselfish commitment and thank all participants for suspending their regular tasks to participate in this training. Ms. Renata, in inviting broader participants from Africa, I really appreciate your warm comments and the government of Indonesia as a whole. Without your generous cooperation, the NAM Center could surely not make this event happen. I may also want to acknowledge the contribution that has been made by the Ministry of Agriculture throughout the training session through their notable lecturers. Ladies and gentlemen, organizing this course was conducted within the framework of the severity of the problem associated with plants and diseases, the reduction in yields and cultivation failure caused by the continuing pests and disease that are becoming intolerable, and recommendation to the Center for the Organization of Training for African Countries that includes IPDM in the technical cooperation programs on agriculture. Thus, this online course is a strategic instrument to analyze recent development, to share experiences, and to recognize IPDM potential. Honorable participant, it is vital to note that through this training, we are able to identify successful IPDM measures at all levels. This course offers IPDM modules to be implemented, resources for IPDM, and IPDM approach system to be comprehended. We also encourage you to transfer the knowledge and know-how you develop in the countries where you live. The organizer of this program, therefore, had the responsibility to provide food quality managers, traders, agriculture professionals, lecturers, researchers, and others to solve pest and disease concerns. The organizers conducted sessions with subtopics as follows: ecologically based IPDM, integrated pest management control tactics, and disease management of crop and horticulture plant. The program includes presentation, simulation, and talks. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished trainers, For agriculture tomorrow, such an online training is promising. The countries in Africa region, I believe, are committed to deepening IPDM practices, notably their human resources. It is quite intriguing. Their participants suggest that there is optimism for the future. This positively must be shared and strengthened. I believe you anticipate the intensity of discussion with trainers during the session. It does not seem superfluous to me to remind you of the relevance of this training for NAM in general and especially for the country. The skills and experience gathered from Indonesia and Africa will help us to make great progress in achieving our worldwide development objectives. I genuinely hope that our will to face the problem of the day will be further strengthened in the next 3 days training. As part of my desire to successfully complete your training, I proclaim the opening of the online training course on principles and application of integrated pest and disease management for African countries. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Ambassador. Now, allow me to invite Director for Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Dr. Lely Nuryati, to deliver her presentation regarding government policy on integrated pest and disease management. Director Lely Nuryati, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Cintaya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening in Indonesia and good afternoon in Africa. Nice to meet you all. Honorable Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Republic Indonesia, Mrs. Maria Renata Hutagalung, Honorable Director Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South Technical Cooperation, Mr. Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, Honorable Indonesian Center Agricultural Training Ketindan, Bapak Sumardi Nur, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all participants. Today, I'm very happy that even we are in the different continent, Indonesia, in Asia, we can meet our friends, our colleagues, our participants in Africa. So today now I would like to present our presentation about government policy on integrated pest and management. Please, Ibu Siti, share our presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to explain about the food crops for the policy of integrated pest management. Next. Can you see the presentation?
Can you see, Ibu?
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Mbak. Okay, maybe from Ketindan can share, Ibu. Will share.
Okay, thank you. Next. Based on our law number 12, 1992, next. To the first slide, ya, Ibu Siti, please, to the first slide.
Ketindan share, Ibu.
Yeah, please, Ketindan. Okay, thank you. As we can see from here that based on the law number 12, 1992 for the plant cultivation system, and also for the law number 2020, 2019 for the integrated pest control, that the implementation of crop protection is the responsibility of society and the government. Efforts to control the population or the level of pests attacked by using one or more various control techniques developed in a single unit to prevent economic losses and environmental damage. In this system, the use of pesticide is the last alternative. So control of plant pest organism is the dynamic. Next. As we can see from here that the principle of integrated pest management, we have 4 activities. First is the healthy cultivation. This is the healthy plants will be more resistant to plant pest organisms. Second is the farmers as integrated pest management expert. Farmers are able to apply integrated pest management according to local ecosystem condition. Third is the routine observation, knowing the population, natural enemies, and supporting factors, and also for the utilizing natural enemies. It is expected to maintain the balance of the ecosystem. So for the principle of integrated pest management has been done in our country and continue for the sustainable pest control management. Next. So this is how the agro ecosystem monitoring and also decision making have to be done in order for the action of the integrated pest management. As we can see here, that from the control measures, we can control the physical, mechanic, cultivation, biology, genetics, chemical, and other ways according to the technological attention that we need. For decision making that we need to control is to pay attention for the ecological and social and efficiency factors. If then we don't need to control, if we use for the plant and also pest and disease population, natural enemies population factors that influence that we cannot control directly. Next. So this is the roadmap of the integrated pest management field school. We have the integrated pest management field school for the farmers and also for the extension workers. As we can see from here that integrated pest management field school, we have the target of alumni utilization. First is the one observer farmer. It will help the enumerator or the people who has the obligation to control and to observe the pest management. And the second is to guide farmers for the integrated pest management field school for farmer to farmer. And then we also have the each integrated pest management field school for alumni forms. Based on this IPM field school, then we have the IPM field school follow-up, application of IPM wide scale, and then in the district integrated pest management. The activities including the routine observation, IPM program, DEM area or demonstration area, and also propagation of biological control agent, and also all house. This is all the activities that we can do for the integrated pest management in district or maybe in sub-district and villages. So roadmap of integrated pest management field schools has to farmers' empowerment until now. Next. These are the food crops protection policy. First is that pest control is carried out with an integrated pest management system. Second, priorities on environmentally friendly technologies through agroecosystem and site-specific management approaches. Third is the synthetic chemical pesticides are a last resort for pest control and are used wisely based on observations. Four is the production security targets, high production, control plant pest organism, quality products, increased farmer income, and sustainable environment. Next. In order to support of the integrated pest management activities, in year 2021, we had 7 activities. First is the wide scale of PPHT. This is the activity related to the IPM. Second is the propagation of refugia. Third is the biological agency service. Fourth is organization pest control movement. 5 is the pest control means, 6 is the making owl house, and 7 is the empowerment of farmers. Next. Now we have the target to increase the production of paddy. This is the target of our production in 2021. The production of paddy we targeted is 56.5 million ton. So we can see here, not only paddy, we also have the target for other crops like soybean. This is the target of the production of soybean, around 4.29 million ton. For peanut, 0.44 million ton. For green bean, 0.2 million ton. For the sweet potato, 1.65 million ton. For cassava, 17.75 million ton. And for corn, around 23 million ton. So hopefully, by using the integrated pest management, our production target will be achieved in 2021. Next. So this is our activity to increase awareness of pest organism. First is the monitoring of pest organism by agricultural officers in the field. Second is the healthy plant cultivation, starting from the village, selection of varieties, fertilization, seeding, planting time, and other activities. Third is the implementation of pest prevention measures using biological control agents, botanical pesticides, and planting refugia. Fourth is the chemical or synthetic pesticide are used wisely and appropriately seeks right as a last resort if other methods are no longer effective. Fifth is the bringing pest control facilities closer to the field from sub-district level, especially in location with high or increasing brown planttopper population. Six is the apply pest control movements with stakeholders, agricultural extension workers, and other field officers. And 7 is the report incidental pest and response every 4 days to the center. Next. Thank you all participants and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. All are the policy in the integrated pest management in Indonesia. Thank you for attention and enjoy your training. Goodbye.
Thank you, Director Leli Nuriati. Now we shall invite Head of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ketindan, Mr. Sumardi Nur, to deliver his presentation on Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training Profile, Mr. Sumardinur, you may have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Technical Cooperation Director, Foreign Affairs, Ministry of the Republic of Indonesia, Ms. Maria Renata Hutagalung, Honorable Acting Director of the Non-Aligned Movement Center for South Technical Cooperation, Mr. Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, Honorable Head Indonesian Center for Agriculture Training, the Agency for Agricultural Extension and Human Resource Development, Agriculture Ministry of Indonesia, Ms. Lely Nuryati, all respected participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to thank for invitation to attend this ceremony. It is a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome you on behalf to the Indonesian Center of Agriculture Training Ketindan, Malang. I also warmly welcome to all invited participants from African countries. It is also a pleasure for me on behalf of the Indonesian Center of Agriculture Training, Ketindan. We are in the great honor and the greatest application to the official council from Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia for their contribution in making this training possible. Indonesian Center of Agriculture Training Ketindan has program which in line with the strategic plan for agricultural development through the implementation of technical and vocational trainings, as well as developing agricultural training model and methods. Stakeholder in this are the guys to enjoy our introduction profile video. Please enjoy.
Think smarter, work faster and more accurate, serve better. For you, from us, Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, ICAT, Ketindan Lawang, Malang.
Kami dari Kabupaten Kupang, Provinsi NTT, mempercayakan petani dan penyuluh kami belajar di BPP Ketindan.
Saya petani dari Kupang. Saya bangga dilatih di balai ini. Terima kasih untuk BPP Ketindan.
Saya mahasiswa Universitas Brawijaya. Saya bangga menjadi mahasiswa magang di BPPP Ketindan.
Saya bangga menjadi bagian dari Balai Besar Pelatihan Pertanian Ketindan. Silakan datang dan bekerja sama dengan kami.
Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training is located in Ketindan Village, Lawang, Malang, East Java Province. It is 500 meters away from the Malang-Surabaya Highway, 18 kilometers from Malang City, and 71 kilometers from the provincial capital. ICAT Ketindan is oriented towards strategic plans for agricultural development through technical and professional training, especially in developing the functional and technical training models and techniques in agriculture. In the increasingly transparent and open world, the demands of a professional attitude and international standard are highly needed. To improve the quality and human resource competency at every level, includes the management in both formally and informally, it is necessary to increase the capacity of Widya Iswara as the front line of science and technology distributors. They are required to share knowledge orally by teaching scientific and technical studies through various electronic and print media. In the developments of learning facilities, which are expected to always innovate, ICAT Ketindan is currently developing a hydrogenic media that is easily accepted by organic food enthusiasts. In addition, we are working on the developments of corn breeding for fodder through biotechnology methods. In line with the developments of continuous innovation, ICAT Ketindan continues to improve the qualities of facilities and infrastructure for training and the hall users, includes dormitories for 200 people, classroom with a capacity of 40 people as the learning place, main hall that can accommodate up to 200 people, a library with a collection of 1,000 books, complete sport facilities, a comfortable rest area and local Wi-Fi hotspot, an agricultural product processing laboratory, a plant protection laboratory, a biotechnology and tissue culture laboratory, and a large experimental field. As a measure of public trust in ICAT Ketindan, there are some long histories of training cooperation which has proven nationally and internationally, such as several international collaborations with Asian countries, Melanesian Spearhead Group, and Palestine. ICAT Ketindan is also well known to be the competency testing place for agricultural extension workers and farmers. What are you waiting for? Let's join the Indonesian Center for Agriculture Training Ketindan, Malang. Be part of us and make your dream come true.
We wish you enjoy and get benefits from this training session. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Sumardinur. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up our opening ceremony, allow me to kindly invite all the participants for a virtual photo opportunity. I kindly request all the participants to turn on your video.
Okay. Miss Cynthia, would you allow me to lead the photo group session?
Of course, thank you, Maniken.
Yes, so yes, thank you very much, Miss Cynthia. Yeah, it appears almost all participants already turned on their camera right now. but we are still waiting from Mr. Michael. Can you please turn on your camera? And one participant from South Africa. And participants from Rwanda, make sure your camera is open. We are going to take a group photo session. I will begin counting from 3 to 1, beginning on the first page. 3, 2, 1. Once again, 3, 2, 1. Once again, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are heading to the page number 2. Okay, I'm going to count again from 3 to 1. Wait a minute, one participant is still trying to load his video. Okay, we can already see Mr. Jean-Pierre. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. Once again, 3, 2, 1. Once again, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much, participants. I'm returning the floor to Miss Cynthia.
Thank you, Ms. Niken. Ladies and gentlemen, we have concluded the opening ceremony of online training course on principles and applications of integrated pest and diseases management for African countries. For next agenda, I would like to invite colleague from NAM CSSDC to lead our next program. I thank you for your kind attention and wish all the participants to have a nice training. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Intan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mbak Niken. Izin leave.
Thank you, Dr. Lely.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you. So thank you, Miss Sinta, for leading us during the opening ceremony. And of course, I would like to express my greatest gratitude to the officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mrs. Maria Renata, and the Acting Director for the NAM Center, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, including Dr. Lely and Mr. Sumardi for the intriguing remarks and presentation. Distinguished participants, this training is about to put into a recess, and it will continue tomorrow for the second day of the training. As you may have discovered from the program on the PDF document that we have sent you earlier through an email, that before entering the day 2 of the training, you have a pretest to complete. So just in case, if you have not completed the pretest, you can start it right now, and it will be closed for tomorrow at 9 a.m. Jakarta time zone. So finally, I therefore announce that this training is going to put into recess, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow with the same meeting ID, passcode, and link. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you too. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.